you've been online for longer than 2 minutes, you likely have seen a great deal of hype around a lot of people making a lot of money selling digital products and talking about digital marketing. Where I am here to tell you that with great legitimacy, the hype is real. But behind the hype and behind a lot of the really big numbers that you hear people, even like myself, talking about, you've got to understand there is a great deal of strategy that's helping us make the money that we're making. Now, I can't speak for other people, but what I'm going to do today in this video is I'm going to actually break down exactly how I've been able to build a 5-figure-a-month digital product business by leveraging digital marketing. And I'm going to actually talk about the strategy and the exact elements that I use inside of my business on a daily and weekly basis to get the results that I have. I want you to know that in most instances, the hype is real. And the only reason I'm referring to it as hype is because we are talking about numbers that a lot of people are not accustomed to earning, right, when it comes to working a job or even trying to start a business. You start hearing people talking about $10,000 months or $20,000 months. And oftentimes you want to instantly like shut everything off and say, okay, that's hype. No one is doing that. But again, like I said, with great legitimacy, it is absolutely happening. I am one of those people. But unlike a lot of people that are just out there spouting off these numbers or doing really short videos, right, just trying to get you excited, I actually take the long form approach. And I like to have a conversation around exactly what's working for me, how I do what I do, so that anyone can decide to model, copy, duplicate, replicate, get on board with what it is that I'm doing. So grab a notebook and grab a pen because I'm going to school you today on how you can build a 5-figure-a-month business selling digital products by leveraging digital marketing. I've actually been online for quite a few years and I struggled to maintain 5-figure months before I started doing exactly what I'm going to break down for you today. These steps not only took me from hit and miss months of hustling and struggling and grinding to actually building a 5-figure-a-month business that is not only earning 5 figures a month, but that is growing every single month by thousands. And that's what gets me so excited to break down and share what's working for me with other people because I know the struggle is real. I know how it feels. And I just want to inspire and empower and encourage more people that you don't have to be on the struggle bus. You don't have to be someone on the outside looking in, wishing that results like this could be possible for you. They absolutely can be possible for you, and you don't have to hustle. You don't have to grind. You don't have to push. You don't have to try to make it happen every single month. You literally can decide to do business in a certain way where your results begin to be certain. Where once you get to 5-figure months, your income consistently just keeps growing. So we are in May right now, and not only has my personal income grown every single month since January, but what I earned in January for the entire month, I was able to earn during the first week of May. And that's exactly what I want to help you realize, like what to do so that you can set these kind of results in motion for yourself. And I think it's really important to also note that I will talk about 5-figure months a lot because that really was always my goal. Many years ago when I actually hit $10,000 a month for the first time and I kept experiencing it for the life of that company that I was in, that was really like life transforming income for me. And so that's always been the dollar amount that means so much to me because I feel like it kind of like got our income over that hump where as money was going out, it was quickly being replenished. And I just felt like we were multiplying our money versus just, in and out. And so oftentimes when I am encouraging people or inspiring people in this industry to help them get their breakthrough, that just happens to be my go-to number. But please understand that if you want to just get in a place, like maybe you can't believe $10,000 a month for yourself or $20,000 a month for yourself, but you're like, Steph, if I could just start seeing an extra $1,000 a month from my efforts, what I want for you is not just to get to $1,000 a month and then not know how to repeat it the next month or how to build upon it the next month. I don't want you to have a hit and miss business no matter what your income goal is. I would love to see you get to your first $1,000 and then next month do more than 1,000. Or if you're like, you know what, Steph, that's just what my goal is. I just want to earn an extra $1,000 a month. I would love to see you create the kind of business where $1,000 a month becomes certain because because you're doing business in a certain way that makes that $1,000 a month predictable. So I'm really ready to share the details with you. So grab your notebook, grab your pen, and let's flow. I'm going to refer to these steps as lessons for myself, meaning these are lessons that I learned that helped me get to where I am right now. But I want you to think of them as steps that you're going to actually follow inside of your business to get this set up and rolling for yourself. Number one, I learned that reaching new people every single day was absolutely key. I realized that was going to be the catalyst to all of my growth. That if I could focus on reaching brand new people and bringing new people into my world every single day, that my business would absolutely grow. So please write down that content is queen. All right. Your business needs volumes of content so that people can discover you and consume your content to learn more about what you have to offer every single day. The big lesson that I learned when I was hit and miss with my income and when it felt like I just couldn't gain consistent momentum and traction is that my videos were not reaching a broad enough audience. They just weren't reaching enough people. So the very first thing that I did was I didn't just go out there and say, okay, I'm going to just create more content. But instead, I really did my research and I decided to double down on my niche. If you happen to be newer to this space, a niche is just a group of people that have something in common that you're deciding to serve, or you're providing a solution for them. So I really doubled down on the people that I wanted to serve with the digital product that I wanted to sell. So I'm just going to make the assumption that you already have your eyes on a digital product, or that maybe you've already created the digital product and maybe you're having a problem selling it, or you're looking to get into the digital product space. All right. And if you are looking for a digital product to sell, I will highly recommend a digital product towards the end of this video that you can begin selling without having to create anything yourself. But once I realized exactly what I wanted to sell, I doubled down on my niche. And then I began to create really great content on YouTube. And the way that I categorize really great content is that YouTube started to push that content out to way more people. So it's not just me saying that the content was really good. I created at the level that I knew YouTube would actually push it out, right, to way more people. When YouTube started pushing my content out to way more people, everything in my business started to pop off. So number one, it's really important that you recognize content is queen. You have to decide that you're in this to create content. Don't worry about the money. Don't worry about the outcome. Don't worry about your $1,000. Don't worry about getting to $10,000 months. Focus on creating really great content to the people in the niche that you want to serve so that you can be discovered by brand new people every single month. So just as an example, so you can judge this, I'm talking about from January to where I am right now in May. When I approached January and I started reworking and refining my strategy and my skill, I was averaging about 6,000 views a month on my YouTube channel. Where currently right now, I'm at about 22,000 views a month on my channel. Now, here's the really exciting thing is even when I was at about 6,000 views, I was leveraging YouTube Shorts, which short form content for anybody can be seemingly a very easy way to gain a bunch of views because short form content, right, statistically gains more views faster than long form content. Well, now I don't use short form content in my business at all because it doesn't serve my business. So where I'm at right now with 22,000 views a month, right, I have climbed up to this just by long form content that really speaks to my niche and the people in my niche, which has allowed me to absolutely explode my reach. Every single day, I am getting brand new eyeballs of people that don't know anything about me, that are discovering me, learning more about me and my brand and the solution that I offer through my digital product, and are moving through my pipeline to learn more about my actual digital product. I hope by slowing down and really breaking it down for you like this, you'll realize how important content creation is. So when you think about your digital product, you really have to understand what your digital product is, who your digital product serves, like who out there actually wants your digital product right now and would be willing to pay for it. And here's the most important bit is what solution does your digital product solve? Because those are the things that you're going to be speaking to in every single piece of your content, one way or another. I know there's a lot of misconceptions and ideas around like what content is designed to do. And you'll always have people that will pop up and saying, oh, all you were doing during your piece of content was trying to sell me your digital product. But quite honestly, if you want to sell way more of your digital products, you have to make the decision that literally in every single piece of your content, that ideally is what you are doing one way or another. You can either decide to aggressively sell in your content, right? Or you can decide to passively sell in your content. But if you always understand that the only reason you are creating your content, no matter what kind of content you're creating, is to ultimately sell your digital product, guess what, boo-boo? You will actually sell more of your digital product. So don't be discouraged or don't be put off by the naysayers out there that are expecting to just come to your content to get free information, right? You as a business owner, right? You're never going to do anything in your business without some kind of intentional outcome in mind. I promise you, like, this is why so many people are not making the money they desire, is because they are afraid of the naysayers. They are afraid of selling. They are afraid of recommending their products to other people. And I'm just here to tell you, if you want to begin to, escalate and climb your income, whether it's a consistent $1,000 a month or whether you want to get up there right to these 5-figure months, you've got to be intentional when it comes to selling. And in your content, right, this is where you are in fact are going to do it. I just realized I am putting on an entire masterclass for you. So I really hope that you have a notebook, you have a pen, and that you have been taking notes. Lesson number 2 for me, step number 2 for you. Because I doubled down on my niche and I focused on creating content for them, which made my content better on YouTube, my reach grew exponentially, the views on my videos grew exponentially, and because those things happen, guess what? My email list grew. Now, before I was focused on this strategy, I was not even focused on growing my email list. I grew my email list very, very haphazardly, and it wasn't something that I wasn't intentional about every single day. But because I focused, again, really pay attention to this because everything happens systematically. You focus on the right areas, the other areas of your business that make a difference and that are responsible for growth in revenue and income, right? Those naturally begin to take off for you as well. So prior to this strategy, I didn't have any focus on growing my email list intentionally. But when I decided to double down on my niche and I created better content for them, YouTube pushed my content out there to way more people, which grew my reach, which is the number one focus we want to have. We want to grow our business is we've got to grow our reach. We've got to have confidence that every single day, like every hour of the day, brand new people are becoming aware of us. Right? When that happens, you'll end up getting more views, whether that be video views or people looking at your post or your reels, whatever content you're going to create. I just happen to be a YouTube girl, right? So my views grew, and because my views grew, naturally what happened was my email list grew. In our business, we should be constantly watchful of signs that there are people interested in what we are talking about and what we are offering and that have an interest in our digital product. So right now, my business averages about 15 opt-ins a day. These are people that discover me on YouTube, watch a video or 2 or 3 of mine, and decide they want to learn more about my digital product. So they opt in and become a lead on my email list to actually learn more. What's really exciting about that is that with every single opt-in, to me, that is a clue and that is a hint that there is someone out there that wants to learn more about what I have to offer. Content is in fact queen, and that's how people will discover you. And as a natural byproduct of creating really great content and creating really great content in volume, right, over time and being consistent with that, you will make money directly from your content. Like you will have people that will purchase your digital product directly from your videos, from your reels, from your posts, etc., right, from your stories. Absolutely, you will have that happen. It happens for me. but you don't hear a lot of digital product resellers that are out there that are emphasizing and encouraging you to build an email list. And all I can tell you is there is a large percentage of people that will not buy directly from your content, and they will only buy once they feel like they know you better, they trust you better, right? And they have confidence in making that buying decision with you. Basically, what I'm saying is that there's a large majority of people that just need more time, that just need more exposure. And so when you build your email list, that gives you that extra time, that gives you the opportunities to create know, like, and trust. And it gives you the opportunity, right, to give them the time that they need, right, to make that buying decision with you. You will leave massive amounts of coins on the table if you decide not to build your email list, and also learn how to implement email marketing effectively in your business, right, to gain those exposures and to build that know, like, and trust with those that happen to be on your email list. Right? And so my business got to a place where, again, it's no longer hit or miss, because not only am I creating the content that's growing my reach and exposure every single day, right? But it's also growing my email list, which is really the only thing in my business, right? It's the greatest asset. It's what I actually own. I don't own YouTube. I don't own anything about YouTube. However, when someone decides they want to learn more about my digital product and they opt in, right? That's like the first part of my business, right, where I can actually say I own this email list. I can take it wherever I go, right, and this gives me the ability to actually make more money inside of my business. So when I was not making consistent 5-figure months, it's because I didn't have that element of people that were being nurtured and that were learning more about me, and where they actually had a place, right, to gain confidence in what I had to offer. So by having an email list that allows me to communicate with them, right, very, very often, again, to gain those exposures and to create those opportunities inside of my business to be there for them with the digital product that they desire when the time is right for them. So this allows me to front load on my business and make money by people that are ready to take action right now directly from my content, and it allows me to backload on my income and make money from people that just need a little bit more time. I remember a couple of months in my business, this might have been in January. My husband said, "How is your business doing?" And I remember saying, "Oh my gosh, my business is doing amazing." And I didn't respond with "it's doing amazing" because the money was looking good. I responded that way because I felt so good about the way the sales were actually coming in. I talked about this on a live stream I just did Saturday, where it's like a lot of times in business, people will telegraph their sales, meaning they have to do so much in order for sales to come in. And it's like they know the sales are coming in only because they had to DM someone or have a phone call or respond to emails or do sales calls. And in my business, I had reached a point where, okay, so lesson number 3, right, or step number 3 for you is, again, because I grew my reach, my views grew, my email list grew, naturally, what do you think happened? My sales began to come in routinely. So we're talking about people not talking to me not knowing people. That is when it got really exciting to me. It was very different when I had a warm market, right? Where it's like I had a group of people that I knew and that, had kind of been in my space for a minute, and they were the ones that trusted me and kind of bought early on. But then when I really started to grow my business, right, and mature my business by doing the things I'm talking about, and then the sales started coming in routinely from people that I absolutely did not know. Oftentimes, these people were just becoming aware of me, and they were making buying decisions within hours and days of becoming aware of me. That's when I realized I was really growing a business that I could come to rely upon. Because if I could just keep repeating, right, those activities every single week and grew my reach and grew my views and grew my email list, then I could look forward to sales routinely coming in. I'm telling you guys, 5-figure months, while it's nothing to to laugh at, it's also not a big deal. But what I discovered, and hand on heart, I'm telling you this, when I was just struggling to earn $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a month consistently, that was a lot harder than earning what I'm earning right now, right? Which again, up there to $20,000 a month. It was harder doing it the slow way. It's easier doing it this way. Why? Because $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a month, the way that I was doing it, it didn't have momentum because it was missing all of the stuff I'm talking about here. Where the income that I'm growing now, it's largely based upon momentum. It's not me actively in my business every single day, right, trying to make sales happen. I just simply follow this system that I'm breaking down for you today, and the sales inevitably happen. And I'm telling you, like, this can be true for anyone. So as an example, so you understand like how I know my business and how I know this to be true, because again, anyone can show you screenshots of how much money that they're making. That doesn't mean anything to you. What you really want to know is, how are you doing it? And quite often, right, that's what people ask me, Steph, how are you doing this? And literally in every single one of my videos, in every single one of my live streams, I break down and I share very openly and transparently the how. But when I realized that my business was actually to a science, where it was like, I know I am never going to go back from 5-figure months. It's just not going to happen, right? Because I've set everything up properly. But I can look at the numbers in my business. So as an example, my email list. And I know, right, that at any given point in time, that 5% of the people that opt in to learn more about my digital product, right, will become a sale. So it's almost like, right, every, 16 opt-ins is, I think, what I'm experiencing. I know a sale happens. If I were to go over to my email list right now, right, and look at the amount of people that have opted in this month, right, I can tell you, and actually I know it's certain because I've already looked at it, right, it's actually above 5%. It's like 7%. That's wild. And I'm telling you, I can do that at any given point in time in my business, right? And it's always going to be 5% or more. That is exactly what you want to create and build for yourself, where you actually know, right, where the certainty lies and why the certainty lies, right? So you can keep doing those few simple tasks every day and every single week inside of your business, right? To keep the certainty of sales coming in. I'm telling you, if you decide to build momentum, like, this is something worth like making a special note on. If you decide to build momentum and get serious about building momentum and just take your eyes off of the actual money for a moment, momentum will build your business. Most people go wrong. They struggle. They don't make money because they don't take the time to build momentum. Most people focus way too heavily on shiny object syndrome, hopping around, worrying about what's not working, right? And not spending enough time like fixing what is not working so that they actually end up working a system. And that's what I had to do. When I realized that I wasn't making the kind of money in the way that I wanted it to come in, right? The way that I wanted it, I realized I had to fix something. It wasn't in what I was trying to sell. It was in how I was actually trying to sell it. So by fixing it at the content level and getting everything solid there, as you can see, right, I have been able to build momentum. Every element of my business has momentum. My content has momentum. My email list has momentum. My sales has momentum, right? My business is not just reliant upon one single thing. One single thing kicks everything in motion, but one single thing also sets off like a domino effect in my business as well. If more people could realize, let me just start working a system, let me start building momentum, and I'm giving you the system right here today, right? You too could begin building up this kind of business for yourself, selling just one simple digital product that you really, really believe in. And that's literally all that I did, right? I didn't decide that I wanted to sell a gazillion digital products. I really locked in on one digital product that I love and that I believe in, and that has me really, really excited to serve the people in that niche. Like, literally, I am so down for the people in my niche because I know what it feels like, right, to be where they are, right, where they wonder what to do to have success. They're wondering how to get to these income levels. They're wondering how to sell more. They're wondering how to have success online. So because I've been able to figure it out for myself, it literally, this may sound corny, it gives me such great joy to create content and to show them the way, right? And to give them an outlet of being able to replicate or duplicate or copy, right? What it is I've done for themselves to make it real for themselves. So let's just talk like state of my business just for a second, because I really do want to give you like hope and get you excited, right? Again, I want you buying into the fact that this hype is real and that you can decide to make it real for yourself if you'll just do what I've shared today. But as of the making of this video, again, I am on track to beat last month's number. I am on track to grow by thousands of dollars from last month. So right now, my business, as of today, is averaging $885 a day. I work way less than I did when I was making way less, right? I don't grind. I don't hustle. I'm not struggling. I'm not trying to figure out when the next sale is going to come in. I have way more bandwidth for all of the other important areas of my life as well. And like for once, it's like I really see the light of financial peace, right? There's a difference between making money for today and knowing that you have set yourself up to make money for the long term. The one thing that I refuse to do, like I said, I know I'm putting on a whole masterclass here, is I did not want to sacrifice sustainability for quick cash. And that's what I see a lot of people doing wrong, right? It's a misjudgment. Like, sure, we all want to make a lot of money for today. But if you sacrifice sustainability, if you sacrifice laying a strong foundation, you'll make some really good money today, right? But that money is going to eventually run out, right? If you don't have a system in place to consistently bring more money in every single day, every single week, every single month. And that is what a business does, right? A business is not hit and miss. A business is backed by systems, right? Where the cash flow keeps flowing. Right. And so by doing this for myself, like I've just created this sense of financial peace where I'm not worrying about the sales. I'm not worrying about anything when it comes to my business outside of how can I show up? How can I serve? How can I expand my reach? How can I, help more people? How can I help more people realize they don't have to struggle? Like that's all that I worry about on a daily basis is actually reaching and connecting with more people and putting more people on to this way of doing business. All right. The next lesson for me, the next step for you is get really clear on your digital product direction. Like don't be all over the place and don't think that you have to sell a gazillion digital products or that you have to constantly be adding new digital products to your program, right? You absolutely do not. I personally sell one digital product primarily inside of my business. I do have a digital product store. It operates separately from this business right here, but this business right here is my main focus because this business right here helps me to help people learn how to effectively make money. I solve a real problem with the digital product that I actually sell. So get really solid on your digital product path. Know that the digital product or digital product path you are choosing completely supports your financial goal. So in my instance, my digital product is a high-level digital marketing course. I did not have to create it myself. I simply invested in it. It came with a license, and I've been able to sell this as my own. And I do extremely well, as you can tell, by selling it because it solves a problem for people that need to learn these skills. And I'm able to earn $500 directly, instantly to my bank account every single time someone buys this digital product, right? Because I get to sell it as my own. So from the price point to the problem that it solves to the people that it helps, everything about this digital product, right? It speaks to the impact that I want to make in this industry, both in my business, in my bank account, and in the lives of other people. This makes it really easy to show up and create the content. Remember I talked about earlier with content being queen, right? You've got to be able to speak to your product, the solution that it provides, the people that it serves, because in every piece of content that has to be heard, right, by the people you want to serve. If they don't believe you believe in your digital product, they're not going to buy it, right? So get really solid on your digital product path, because while there are a lot of different directions, depending upon the impact you want to make with your message and your digital product will play a big role, right, in how you decide to take on, right, this digital product business for yourself. Selling a bunch of digital products that mean nothing on Etsy, that's not a big enough impact for me to pursue. I love my digital product store, but I realize that I could be kind of like a part of the problem if I just sell digital products to people that are not equipped to sell them, right? So instead, I put my emphasis on getting people the education that they need so that no matter what digital product path they choose, they'll know how to be a digital marketer and be able to go out there and sell the digital products that they have their heart set on selling so that they can actually meet their income goals. All right. So again, the next step for you, a big lesson for me is don't try to be all over the place. I mean, I did that. I was trying to run my digital product store, expand that every single week with new products, as well as what you see me doing on YouTube. And I realized like this is where my love is. And I do that more passively, but this is where I put all of my attention. I couldn't give both things, right, my big attention like I thought I could. Again, lessons learned, right? And so my income literally took off when I just decided to give this my all. So I hope that you can learn that for yourself and take my advice with getting solid on your digital product direction and path. Final lesson and final step for you is in every single piece of content. You want to make sure that you are intentionally giving a clear call to action. Again, where I believe so many people mess up when it comes to trying to sell their digital products is they're trying to do it way too passively. Believe it or not, selling is the highest form of serving. If people come to your content because they're looking for a solution to a problem, right, and they leave there empty-handed other than the content that you've created, you have not served them at the highest possible level because the likelihood of transformation, right, is unlikely. Right? The way that we help people go from having a problem to becoming aware of how to solve that problem and then moving on to transformation is by actually purchasing, right, the solution to help them get that transformation. So when you understand that the only way you can truly serve at a higher level is by selling your digital product, you will be insistent, right, that people at least take the time and the opportunity to learn about your digital product so they can become that much more likely and that much closer to getting the transformation that they desire. So please make a note in all of your content creation and distribution that you're going to be committed to giving a call to action in every single one of your content pieces. Again, getting to 5-figure months does not happen by accident. Every single thing that you do inside of your business, it has to be on purpose. I want to share a lesson that I learned really passively through one of my money mindset coaches. Is she was talking about how she grew her income, and she's a woman that earns multiple 6 figures a month at this phase in her business. Like she has an entire empire. But there was just one little blurb in the book that I was reading, and that stood out to me. And she said that over the years, she's created thousands of pieces of content that calls in, right, her most ideal, perfect buyers. When I read that, that's like, it kind of like reinforced what I already knew. But for me, I was like, okay, I'm going to simply focus on, again, the game of content, because it's not about how do I go out there and set my business up, right, to be a 6-figure a month business. To me, that was the answer right there. She has thousands and thousands of pieces of content that are out there on any given day that are calling people right back into her. Now imagine if all of those thousands and thousands of pieces of content are also linked to her digital product or her offer or whatever it is that she's selling, right? These are pieces of content on a daily basis as people are discovering them, right? Or also calling cards and invitations to learn more about her individual products. Like when we start treating our business like that and we see our business like that, I'm telling you, things change. And it's little, flipping of switches like that in my own business, right, that has caused, right, the momentum the way that it's happening right now. And that's why I'm passing this on to you. As I'm out there on a daily and weekly basis, doing my own research, reading comments, and even reading the comments on my own content, I realize there are so many people out there that are eager to make their mark and start making money by selling digital products. They understand what's happening, they see what's happening, and they want their piece. However, the biggest common denominator that I'm seeing is that people have digital products, or they've taken the time to create digital products or license digital products, but they are struggling with actually selling digital products. Again, that is why I sell the digital product that I sell inside of my business, because it teaches these high income skills and helps people learn how to implement digital marketing inside of their business to literally sell anything, right? Including these amazing digital products. I would not be able to have the level of success that I'm experiencing right now had I not ever committed to learning digital marketing. So I really hope that you are in fact leaving this masterclass, this video, better than when you came. And I hope that I actually gave you a really clear breakdown and understanding of how I've been able to do what I've done inside of my business by sharing the lessons that I had to learn. And I hope that you take them on as steps that you're going to decide to implement inside of your own business. Feel free, go back, watch this again, take notes. But what's more important is that you actually put a plan in place to take action, to actually do something with the information. Because I'm telling you from my own experience, you can absolutely change your financial situation over the next 90 days if you decide to do something different when it comes to selling your digital products online. I will drop the link down below in the description for the digital product that I sell that will help you learn the business of online business like a pro, and that will help you develop these digital marketing skills so that everything I talked about in this video today, you can not only begin to learn, but you can begin to apply these things in a very practical way inside of your business and even reach a level of mastery. All right. Every single person, remember I talked about this at the beginning of the video. All right. Believe the hype. The hype is real. But the people that are out there really making the money and building something sustainable is because we've taken the time to develop strategies, right? Digital marketing strategies that we are deploying in our business, right? Every single day that's creating these kind of results. I broke them down for you today in this video, right? Take heed, take action, and I look so forward to seeing what you do for yourself. Again, if you want more information on the digital product that I sell, I will link it down below in the description. And just know, not only are you getting a digital product that's going to help you learn the business of online business and these fine digital marketing skills, but if you want to learn how to turn this digital product into a digital product that you can sell for yourself, we give you that as an option as well. So we give you a ready-made digital product in this course that you can actually begin selling as your own and allowing you to earn $500 every single time someone buys it from you. But clearly, in order to be able to make these kind of sales happen for yourself, you've got to learn the skills, right, that I've broken down here and that I actually use inside of my business every single day as well. And then along with the course, when you decide to buy through my link, you also get my mentorship. So even if you've enjoyed my energy, if you feel like there's so much more that you would love to learn from me, when you buy the course, you'll also be invited into my mentorship community where you get live access to me every single week, along with so many other perks, right, to help you, right, grow your business, to learn directly from me, and to also be supported. So go check out everything in the description. I look so forward to seeing what you do with this information and with your amazing digital products, and I hope to connect with you soon. Bye-bye.